Rosie and Jim, Rosie and
Your favourite characters come to life on video. Rosie and Jim's favourite adventures aboard the Ragdoll Canal Boat are to be found on our large range of videos.
And have a look
with Rosie's bag.
Jim's drawing book, the world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
And don't forget Thomas the Tank Engine. The adventures of him and all his friends can be watched again and again on video.
At a station, Thomas noticed a man looking cold and worried. He had missed his train home.
Sooty's never one to be left out, and apart from his adventures, there's also a large range of special Learn with Sooty videos. They're perfect for helping with the basics of reading, numbers, safety, and many other important subjects.
2 jars of sandwich spread. Sandwich spread. 1, 2. Hello there. My name's Matthew Corbett, and this is a video all about counting and numbers.
And just to make sure that learning is always fun, the Sesame Street cast, including Big Bird and all his friends, appear in their very own video series.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, and I'm glad you're here, too. And I'm glad that I'm here, 'cause today we're gonna get to go through the whole alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
And this time it's a triple bonus! Q, S, and W!
Hey, can I do that again?
Marshmallows, meatballs, ready to munch.
All right, I want to do the
Take milk.
zebra!
These and many more of your favourites are available from all leading video stockists.
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old ragdoll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With with Rosie's bag.
Jim's drawing book, the world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a fine day, so I'll begin with that. One fine day. And then I'll draw the canal with two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. I'll get my life jacket on. That'll keep me afloat if I go and fall into the water, which I hope I won't. And I'm going to use my waterways book to plan where I'd like to go next. I'm about here, and I'm going to try and go right round here and make for Dudley. I'd better get the engine started. You know, I always think how quiet it is just before I start the engine. I wonder what it was like in the old days before they had engines. Well, they had horses instead. That's what this path's for. It wasn't made for me, it was made for the horse. It's called a tow path, because the horse used to walk along here, and it had a long rope, much longer than my rope, and the horse would tow the boat, like this. I'm not going to pull it, because I'm not strong enough.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
And ready to go and make for Dudley.
Hey, Jim, we're going to see Dudley.
Oh, is Dudley a horse?
No.
Oh, is Dudley a man?
No! Dudley's a place on Fizgog's map.
A place? You mean a place called Dudley all the way along the canal?
Yeah.
Oh.
These canals were built a long time before I was born. Then they used to carry all sorts of things from place to place that people need. Just the way the noisy lorries do on the road now.
Oh, Rosie, look, there's a swan.
There's 2 swans.
1, 2 swans. Oh, Rosie,
Yeah?
they're on an old broken boat.
Yeah, it's all worn out.
Poor old boat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an old, very old boat. Stopped travelling a long time ago. It looks as if somebody had fun in it once upon a time. Like everything else, things wear out, I suppose. It's in a very bad state. My goodness, the steering is getting awfully stiff. I can hardly move it. I think it's getting worse.
Rosie, was that you?
No, I didn't make that noise, Jim.
Grindy windy noises.
Yes, I think that was our boat because our boat's all worn out and rusty as well.
Shit.
Yeah, look, yeah.
Oh dear, there's something dreadfully wrong with the boat. I don't know. I can hardly steer at all now. Oh, it's come off. Oh, it's broken. Oh.
Hey, Jim, we're stopping.
Are we there?
Where?
Dudley.
Don't think so. We know we're special. We've just stopped.
I can't see anything.
do.
Quick, fish dogs.
Oh,
I can't steer the boat without this, can I? So I'm going to carry it along the towpath and see if I can find someone to help me to repair it.
Quack, 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 quack. What now, Fizzlepot?
well, we can go drawing and collecting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Rosie, there's not much to do here. Hey, we can move on somewhere better.
Yeah, but
Quack,
Duck doesn't want to
quack,
stay
quack.
here on his own.
We could take him with us.
We could take the boat
Quack, quack. Pull the boat
along the towpath.
like a long, long time ago.
Yeah? Go get that rope. Yes! Oh,
Pull the boat. Ready, Rosie?
yeah!
Heave, heave ho, heave ho, heave, Rosie, here we go.
Heave, Jim, harder yet.
We can move this boat, I bet. Heave ho, pull and tug, pull the rope.
The boat won't budge.
Heave ho, the boat is stuck. Rosie and Jim aren't strong enough.
Oh,
Quack, quack, quack.
I feel all worn out now.
It must have been hard work a long, long time ago. Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I say I've done a stupid thing.
You've,
Look what I've done. I've broken this off my boat.
yes, you broke the swan's neck.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's
I don't know how I did it.
Boatman's Thames.
Is this a place where you mend boats?
Yes, we can.
It is?
We can repair that
Can-
in our blacksmith shop.
Can you?
Where is your boat?
Well, it's about a mile down the canal.
Oh, well, Mandy'll take the horse and tow it back
Oh,
for
that's
you.
a good
Yes.
idea. They used to pull boats with horses in the old days, didn't
Yes, that's what we did. Yes.
they? Is that better than using an engine?
Well, the old boat, good many old boatmen still prefer the horse to the engine, because you can talk to horse where you'd look daft talking to engine.
That's right. Great.
Ah.
Well, hello, hello, hello. What's the horse's name?
Blue.
Blue. Hello, Blue. Oh, I see. He's got blue eyes.
Their boat steering thing's working, Rosie. Not fair.
Yeah. We're stuck here. What we need is a prince to rescue us.
Oh, yeah, or a princess, Rosie.
Yeah, on a white horse, just like in the fairy tales.
Rosie, what's that I can hear?
Oh, clippity-clop, clippity-clop.
Is it an engine?
No.
Over the bridge. What a nice clippy-cloppy sound his hooves make on the bridge.
Is it a train? No.
It sounds as if he's got hard things on his hooves, is that right?
Just still.
Is it a boat?
No. Is it a plane?
No. Is it a sheep out in a field?
Is it a motor car turning its wheels?
Is it a buzzy bee? No.
Of course. I know that sound is the sound of a horse.
Rosie, look. Am I dreaming?
No, we really are going to be rescued.
Thank you. Hold on. Go on. Go on. Get up. Go on. Good boy. Go on. Get up. Good boy. Come on.
Hey, Jim, the horse is pulling the boat.
I bet he's not strong enough. Oh, he is. Both of us couldn't even pull it.
Ride a good horse along a towpath. Pull us along and we will laugh. Louis the horse and Princess too. Pull us along and we'll get through.
Hello, have you managed it?
Yes,
Oh, that's good.
there you are, John, as good as new.
I suppose things are bound to wear out, aren't
Yes, things get old and wear out.
I wonder if duck will wear out.
they? I see the horse is having his supper.
Yes,
He's a grand horse, isn't he?
he's a smasher.
It was lovely being towed. It was so quiet.
Louis having his dinner.
You'd be hungry if you pulled this boat all this way.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
Now, let's put the handle on and give it a try. Slide that on. Slot the peg in. Oh, that's lovely. No nasty grindy sounds now. Hey, that gives me an idea for a story.
Hey, fish dog!
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today. One fine day, Rosie and Jim were on their way when they saw an old crane. It was too rusty to lift anything now. What Rosie and Jim didn't know was that at that very moment, rust was eating away at their own boat. "I'll steer," said Jim. Suddenly, there was a cling, clang, clatter, bang, and the tiller came away in Boatman Jim's hand. "Help! I've broken it!" cried Jim. "What are you doing, Noggin?" said Rosie. They were stuck. "Push," said Rosie. "Pull," said Jim. But it did no good. "We'll never get anywhere now," said Rosie. "We'll have to live here on this bit of the canal forever and ever, and we'll never see any new places." Poor Rosie, poor Jim. They did so love to see new places. Just then, they heard a strange sound, one they'd never heard before. Clip, clop, clippity-clop, clipple-clopple. It was a horse with a princess riding on it. "I thought," said Jim, "that it was princes that came to the rescue." "Princesses do it as well," said Rosie, "and ordinary girls are just as good at it." The lady on the horse threw them a rope, and the horse pulled them along the canal to a place where they could get the boat mended. And it was soon as good as new.
Rosie! Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a new story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie! Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim,
Rosie and Jim and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a fine day, so I'll begin with that. One fine day. And then I'll draw the canal with two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. I must be about here, and I'm going to go all the way up to here. Oh, there's a place along here where they make glass. If I go along this way, I'll come to it. I think I'll go and see, because I've always wondered how they make glass. Let's go and have a look. Mustn't forget my life jacket. Let's get going.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
where are we going to, Jim?
I think I'll go and see how they make glass.
Jim, I think he said we were going to see where glass comes from.
He did, Rosie. He says we're going to go all the way down the canal to find where glass comes from.
Yeah, what a noggin. Comes from that cupboard over there.
I think he knows his glasses are in the cupboard, Rosie. He wants to know how they're made.
Well, I know how to wash them.
Splish, splosh, rub-a-dub, we'll get the dishes clean.
Swish, swash, rub and scrub, the best you've ever seen.
Swish, swash, swishity swash,
Here's another glass. Thank you.
now what's left to do? I'll wash up that... What? Rosie!
My goodness, what a lot of glass there is everywhere. And it's funny stuff. The houses are full of it, of course, with all the windows. They're all made of glass. You can see through them. And you can see yourself in them. They work like mirrors sometimes. And they reflect the light. And you can see a picture in them. All sorts of other glass things as well. In our houses and outside.
Here is Duck. That's Duck in there.
Yeah.
And here is Rosie. And here is Jim. Here is Rosie. Here is Jim. Here's a glass we all are in. See that? You like that, Duck?
Those mirrors are made of glass as well. Wonder what else? Oh yes, bottles. And drinking glasses that you use inside the house.
Rosie? Oh, when I look at you through this glass, Rosie, you look all higgledy-piggledy.
Let me have a look. Like... Oh! Yeah. Oh! Jim! I can see a shape like a big pointed hat.
Yeah. Hey, that looks like a big pointed wizard's hat, Rosie.
Oh, that must be the old cone where they made glass in the old days. I think I'll have a stop and have a look at that. Doesn't look like a house. More like a giant ice cream cone upside down. Good afternoon.
Good
I'm John.
afternoon. I'm Christine.
So this is what it's like inside the cone?
Well, this is where they made glass a long time ago.
Really? But why is it this shape?
Well, it's basically a chimney. There was a hole in the top for the smoke to go out. Then there was a large fire in the centre, and the glassmakers worked in a circle around the edge.
I see. Yes, yes.
A wizard's hat as big as a house. Just think how big the wizard must be.
It's not a house, Noggin. It's made of bricks. It's the chimney of an old glassworks.
Ooh, beautiful marbles. I must buy some of these. I'm just choosing some marbles. And I've just been looking at this beautiful glassware. And what I'm curious about is what it's made of. I can't guess.
It's made from sand.
Sand?
Mainly sand with a few other ingredients.
You mean sand like the sand at the seaside?
Sand, it is such lovely stuff to trickle and wickle and pour. Oh, sand from the sea where the mermaids sing upon a distant shore. Just like being at the seaside here.
Jim, what are you making? A sandcastle?
No, making a sand boat.
It's so hard to believe. It's so beautiful. Transparent glass. And how is it made nowadays?
Well, would you like to come to see?
I'd love to. And what happens to the sand to make it turn into glass?
Well, it's heated up until it becomes very hot, and then the molten glass is orange in colour and quite soft. The men are gathering it from the furnace on the end of the iron.
It really looks soft and sticky, doesn't it?
It is, yes.
And they have to hold it very carefully, I should
Yes,
think.
but it's very hot.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Jim, come and look at this.
Careful, Rosie, it's very hot.
They've melted all the sand and things to make it into glass.
And then they will blow down the iron. It's like a hollow tube.
Ah, yes.
And the glass on the end of it will swell up like a balloon.
Oh, yes, I see.
That man, he's blowing it up like that.
Blowy, blowy, balloony.
And what are they making?
They're making wine glasses. And that's the bowl of the wine glass that you can see there being made.
Yes, and it's still hot.
Yes, it's very hot.
Yes,
Yes.
so nobody can touch it.
Oh, no,
And
no.
it's still soft as well.
Yes, it's very soft.
Ooh, Jim.
That soft stuff is turning into glass.
That's magic.
And now he's got it on the arms of his chair and he's twirling it backwards and forwards. What is he doing there?
He's getting it ready to put the stem of the wine glass.
And here comes a man with some more hot glass on the end of a rod.
Well, he's going to make that into the foot.
The foot, oh, where
On
the
the
glass stands on the table.
Yes, that's right.
And he's sticking it on and he's going to...
And then he's going to smooth it.
Smoothing it with a
Yes.
piece of wood.
Smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it.
He's turning it round and round and round and round.
made a new wine glass.
And when it goes cold, does it go really hard, like the glass I drink out of?
Yes, that's right. And then a pattern can be cut onto the glass.
They just dropped out of his trousers. Hey, I'm going to collect them. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3.
Marbles. Give us one.
One for you.
Put it in
Here we go.
Glass marbles. They make whizzly windows, Rosie. Where did you collect them from?
Well, they fell out of Fizgog's trousers. They ran right down his legs.
Oh, there's a hole in my pocket, and I've lost all my marbles.
There, lovely Sambo. All finished.
Well, thank you very much for a fascinating day.
You're very welcome, John. Please come again sometime.
I will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He's coming.
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today. One fine day, Rosie and Jim were chugging along through a magical crystal city where sunlight sparkled off the glass buildings. They saw a giant with a cone-shaped hat, and inside his hat, hot furnaces turned sand from the seaside into beautiful shining glass. The giant could grant wishes, so Jim wished he could go to the seaside to play in the sand. And suddenly he was there with Rosie building a sandcastle boat. Now, Rosie and Jim lived on a boat, so they knew they had to have windows to look out of. It was Rosie's turn to make a wish. She wished for some lovely glass hoops. They made perfect porthole windows for the magic sandboat. When they looked out, they saw the seawater rising all round them. But the sandboat was magic. It sailed away and turned into Rosie and Jim's very own boat, the Rag Doll.
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a new story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look with
with Rosie's bag.
Jim's drawing book, the world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life, and I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a sunny day, so I'll start with that. One sunny day. And then I'll draw the canal with two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. Life jacket on. Now, let's have a look at the map. Look, I'm here. And if I go this way, I'll get to the boatyard where my boat was built. And that'll make a really good story. I'll start the engine. And get untied, and off we go.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
Let's go to the boatyard where the ragdoll was built.
Jim, we're going to a place where they build boats. A boatyard?
A boatyard? All the way down along here?
Yeah?
Real boats, Rosie.
Yeah? Oh, what's that? Oh, look. There's a man, and he's in a teeny-weeny boat, and he's collecting some fish.
Oh, it's a teeny-weeny boat. I'll draw that.
Morning. Lovely day.
Teeny-weeny, tiny little fishy boat.
Jim, look, there's another boat.
I can't look. I'm still drawing this one. Is it bigger than the first one?
Is it bigger or is it smaller? Bigger, I think. Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah. I'll draw that one next. Bigger boats, bigger boats. Bigger boat.
Oh, look, Jim, there's another boat.
I can't look. I'm still drawing this one.
Oh.
Morning.
Look, there's another boat, Jim.
I can't. I'm still drawing. Is it smaller than the last one?
No, it's bigger. It's the biggest yet.
Oh, that's the biggest one. Well, I'll draw that one after the other lot. Oh, that's the biggest. Oh.
Morning. Lovely day.
Biggest boat.
Oh, that's a nice drawing. 1, 2, 3 boats. 3 boats. Big boats and little boats and some in between. Fat boats and thin boats, the best you've ever seen.
Rosie?
Yeah?
That's the little boat.
Yeah, and that's a bigger boat.
Mm-hmm. And that one is the biggest boat.
Big boats and little boats and some in between. Fat boats and thin boats, the best you've ever seen.
Here we are. There's the boatyard where David builds boats like mine. There he is with his dog.
How you doing?
Hello, David.
He's John, Sam. Come on, come and see John. Hey, it's John. Okay, here we go.
Thank you. I've never seen a boat being built before. I'd love to know how it's done. How are you?
How do you, John? How are you? Quack, 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 quack.
Thanks,
Doc.
Thanks.
Rosie, come on. Rosie, where'd you get that biscuit from?
From biscuit tin.
Well, where's mine?
There was only one. Sorry.
God.
You could have this, though.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's all sticky, Ricky. Have it back.
Oh, okay.
God.
Do you know, I've never seen a boat being built.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, well, now's your opportunity, John. As you can see, we build them all out of steel, and we cut it with a flame cut. We actually burn it to cut it.
You burn it?
Yeah, we burn it with a special torch. Then we put it together, we actually weld it, which is like melting the steel together to stick it together.
So it's like me making a model with cardboard.
Yeah, more or less.
And I glue it, but
That's
you
right, yeah.
melt it.
Well, your cardboard is sheets, flat sheets, the same as we have flat
Yeah.
sheets of plate.
That's right.
And the only difference is you'll glue yours where I weld mine together.
Yeah.
So that's how you make boats.
I can make a fingle-fangle boat like that.
You couldn't bend the metal noodle plate.
Aha! But I could bend a piece of cardboard, though, couldn't I? Just like he said.
Hey, shall we go and build a boat?
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy is a boatman, his boats are of the best. They sail the waters of the land to north and east and west.
Oh, Rosie is a boat woman, her boats are better than his. They sail the waters of the land from north to south and Fizzport.
Fizzport?
Yeah.
My boat's better than yours.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Here we go.
No, it's not, because mine's made of shiny paper.
Splish, splash, splosh. My boat's better than yours.
Splish, splosh, splash, splish.
My boat goes miles and miles across the sea. My boat is... Oh dear.
Oh!
My boat's got all soggy-woggy. Help! Rescue me, Rosie!
Don't worry, Fizzpot. Rosie to the rescue.
Help!
Splish, splosh, splash. Oh, saved you, Noggin!
Oh,
You can go in my boat. Look,
thank you, Rosie.
my boat now.
Oh, look at my boat. It's got all soggy-woggy. Yours isn't all soggy-woggy, Rosie, because it's shiny. Splish, splash, Rosie Nuggle saved
me from the gurgle wurgle.
Splish, splash, Jimmy Noggin saved you from the splashy splotching.
And then when we've finished the boat, we've done all the welding and the shaping and the cutting. Then we grind it all up to make it all nice and smooth before we paint it. And then when it's all been ground and smooth and painted, then we put it in the water.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I really feel I know something about how boats are made now.
Oh, I'm glad you learned a bit, John.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed your stop here.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, great.
And I shall enjoy all the more travelling on the Ragdoll. Now I know how it's
nice
made.
to see the Ragdoll again. She's looking great, isn't she?
Oh, wonderful boat.
Yeah.
Rock-a-bye sweetly in a boat. It's nice to see when you're afloat, rocking on the gentle stream, cozy nights and sweet dreams.
Oh, Ducky's quacking his quacky song.
Time for home.
We've stayed too long.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure, John.
Bye-bye.
Love to have met you.
All the best.
Oh, he's coming.
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today. One sunny day, Rosie and Jim set sail in their big boat, the Ragdoll. They came to the place where the boat had been built years before. It was a boatyard. They saw all kinds of boats being made. They saw little boats, middle-sized boats, and great big boats. Then they both made boats of their own and put them in the water. They both set off far away across the sea on a voyage. The winds blew and rocked their boats. The water soaked into Jim's paper boat. Help! I'm sinking! Brave little Rosie sailed up in her foiled boat that would never sink. Keep still, I'm coming! She pulled him out of the water, and they sailed away together. Then the water rocked their boat gently, and they went to sleep. And they dreamed of floating far away across the world.
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old Ragdoll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a new story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old Ragdoll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? It's a rainy day today, so I'll begin with that. One rainy day. And then I'll draw the canal with my two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way.
Oh, what a wet day. I put my socks out last night to dry and look at them. Sopping wet. Oh, dear me. Now, if I look at my book, I might find somewhere with some shops and hopefully with a laundrette where I can get all my washing done. Well, I'm about here. If I go all the way down here, there's a place where some roads cross the canal. There are sure to be some shops there. Go to the back, start the engine, and off I go.
Quack, 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 quack. Quack. Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
I think if I go up here and see if I can find somewhere with a laundrette.
Skog said we're going down the canal that way to find a laundrette so we can wash our washing.
No, Rosie, it's too wet. Look at all the rain.
Splitter splatter in the rain. Here we go, it's wet again. Dribble, drabble down your nose. Soaks your shoes and wets your toes. Get your brolly, spread it out. We're sheltered till the sun comes out.
Rain, 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 rain. I'm drawing the rain, Rosie.
Oh, look, Jim, we've got so much dirty washing, our basket's full.
It's all right, Rosie. There's plenty of room in here to squash it down a bit.
No, poo, it ponds. Ugh. I'll sing you a song.
About a pond.
A pond that tickles your nose.
Is it long or is it strong, this poggy old song?
It's a question that nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Why 10 little toes all stuck in a stocking stink? So shocking.
But they do.
Yes, they do.
Like a skunk
in the zoo.
Oh,
poo.
Pooey poo poo poo.
My laundry now. See if I can find a good place to get it washed, laundrette.
Quack. Hey, Rosie.
Yeah?
These are a lot of poggy old clothes. Let's go and wash them with Fizz Dog.
Yeah, okay.
What a day.
Yes, nice to
Hello.
know today. Hello.
My name's John.
And my name's Jill. How do you do?
How do you do? Nice to meet you. Well, I've got a lot of washing, and the trouble is, I've never used a washateria before.
Well,
Because I live on a boat, you see, and I usually do it on land.
I'll be glad to help you then.
Oh, that's nice of you. Does it go in there?
Do you all plug it all in there?
The whole lot?
Yes, the whole lot.
I'm sorry about the smell. I've been
Never
saving
mind.
it up a long time, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bit pungy. Thank you very much. What next?
Now then, do you want it on a hot wash or a warm wash or a cold wash?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Which do you recommend?
I think warm would be the best.
Well, so that it doesn't shrink. Yes,
All right.
good.
And you also need your soap here then. Close the lid.
Oh, just a minute before you start. I think I might have forgotten something. Can I have another?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hey, fish dog's in there. What? Fish dog.
Oh, I forgot my towels.
What are you
My
going to do?
overalls. Do you mind keeping an eye on it?
Yeah,
whilst
go
I
ahead,
get
go
them?
ahead and collect
I won't be
them, yeah.
long.
All
I'll
right.
rush back to the boat.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Still raining.
You're going to get smoked.
Oh.
Bye.
This is the laundrette, Jim.
Yeah. Come on. Ooh. Nobody's looking. These are funny televisions, Rosie. I don't like these programs. Cool. Makes me go all dizzy-wizzy.
That's not a television noggin. It's got all clothes inside of it.
Oh. Well, why do they go roundy, roundy, round?
Well, it's got to whiz out all the dirt, silly.
Oh. Dizzy-wizzy washing day.
Whizzing all the dirt away.
Put them in and take them out.
And turn your trousers inside out.
Hey, Fish Dog's gone. Put our washing in.
With his washing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, I've got your smelly sock here.
Hey, don't forget your knickers.
Jim. Oh, this sock.
Oh, Rosie, Fish Dog's coming. Quick, quick.
Joe,
Yes,
do that.
yes.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I've got it.
Right.
It's still pouring outside.
Yes, I can see that.
Dreadful. Oh, this is the lot now.
That's everything, are you
That's
sure?
absolutely everything,
Right,
yes.
let's just put it all
Absolutely certain.
Now we can get it on the right.
Let's start it off now.
And you need a £1 coin.
£1 coin.
That's right.
£1 coin.
You have a pound coin?
Yes.
Smashing.
£1 coin.
Lovely.
Wizzy, 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 washing day.
Hurry up and we can go and play.
Wizzy, 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 whiz.
I think they're finished. Let's see if we can get them out. Collect lots of nice, lovely, clean washing. Whoops. That looks a bit small. Where's the other one? Good gracious. What's happened?
He's found it.
Hey, he's got your sock.
Your knickers.
No, he hasn't. Oh, he has.
Help! Jill, can you help, please? Something happened to my washing. It shrunk. I think the water must have been too hot.
Quick, Fish Dog's gone. This is... Oh, yeah, Rosie's. Yeah.
That's
your
Fish
Jim's,
Dog's.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on, Jim. All our washing's clean now.
Yeah. Quick.
Oh dear.
Funny face, funny face.
Look at my washing.
What's wrong with it?
Shrunken. Tiny.
Tiny?
And the socks. Look at this. Oh,
There's nothing wrong with that one.
that looks all right, doesn't it? Well, it's another one somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. No, I think they're all right.
Yeah, they look okay.
Oh,
Doesn't seem
dear.
to be anything wrong.
Well, it stopped raining, so there's a chance for my washing to get dry now, especially as the wind started to blow a bit. But you know, there are two mysteries about this washing trip of mine. The first was that things shrunk very small, and now they've grown to normal size again. Look at my sock. The second mystery is there's only one sock hanging there,
I took my favourite pair of red socks to the laundry, and now I've only got one. I don't know what's happened to the other one.
Rosie, look at this sock. It's got all big.
Yes, the Wizzy washer stretched it.
Yeah, it won't fit on my little feet now.
No?
Anyway, there's only one sock here.
Oh, yeah, and socks usually come in pairs, don't they? Like this. 1, 2. Two socks. But Jim, one hat would do. That's nearly big enough to be a hat.
Because I've only got one head.
One head.
What's that doing there? It's my sock. What are you doing with my sock, eh? Oh. It is. It's my favourite red sock. Oh, I'm glad to have that back.
Oh, Rosie, it was Fizzgog's sock.
Here we are, my favourite red pair of socks. Back together again. Nice and clean and the right size. What a funny old day it's been today.
Oh, he's coming.
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today.
One rainy day, Rosie and Jim were going along in their boat, and there was such a pong. "Pooh, what's that pong?" said Jim. "It's your dirty sock," said Rosie. "It's jumped out. Quick, catch it." It ran this way and that way. And Rosie and Jim ran after it, but they couldn't catch it. "No wonder there's a pong," said Rosie. "Our basket's full of pongy, dirty washing." They went to the laundrette and pushed all their dirty socks and knickers and things in a washing machine. They went whizzy whizzy round and round and came out clean. But some were much too little and some were much too big, and Jim still only had one red sock. Back on the boat, Duck had a new hat, a funny hat, a pongy red hat. "My sock," said Jim. He popped it in the sink and washed it clean and hung it out to dry next to his other sock. Back together at last. A nice clean pair of red socks, said Jim. "About time," said Rosie.
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a news story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a cloudy day, so I'll start with that. One cloudy day. And now I'll draw the river with my two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. It's quite cool on the river today, so I've got my woolly on. And I'm putting my life jacket on as well. My book says that if I go along here, I'll come to the town of Evesham, and near there is a woollen mill. Well, that sounds like a good place to go on a chilly day. So it's time to start the engine and cast off.
Quack, 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 quack. Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
Oh, there's a man knitting. Now, that must be handy. You know, I wish I could knit new things to wear, because my woolly, it's got holes in it. And it's a bit drafty when the wind blows.
Did he say he's feeling chilly, Rosie?
I think he's going somewhere to warm up.
Oh, look at those sheep. They've had a wool cut to make woolly jumpers for somebody.
Did you hear that? He was on about wool.
And knitting, Fizzpot knit not. I can knit, you know.
No, you can't, Noggin.
Can't. It's easy. All you need is some wool and some knitting sticks.
Knitting sticks? What are you going to knit then?
I'm going to knit poor cold Fizzdog a nice new jumper.
Well, I hope you've got plenty of wool, because he's a very big person.
Ah, the sign, Woollen Mill. Now, that looks like a really interesting place to go. And they might have some new jumpers for sale. Or some wool to knit one. I think I'll stop there anyway.
Oh, Rosie, why is he stopping?
He said that we're going to a mill, a woolen mill.
We can get some balls of wool!
Fizzdog's off up the hill.
Oh, yeah.
He's following those sheep signs.
It's a long way to this Woollen Mill. Ah, here's a sign. I must be going the right way.
Oh, I'm all of a puff. Oh dear, it's a bit dark and spooky in here. I'm not scared. Well, only a bit. Do you think dragons live in here? I mean, dragons must live somewhere, mustn't they? Oh dear. No, look. Rose is over there. And Fizzdog is just over there. No, I'm not scared. No. Come on, Jim. Now, I wonder what's round here. Great big curly horns. Help! It's going to gobble me up!
What's going to gobble you up?
A great big dragon with great big curly horns.
That's a sheep, Jim. Sheeps don't eat chips, they eat grass.
Rosie, it's got great big curly horns.
That doesn't mean it's a dragon just because it's got horns. Look, Jim, it's a sheep. It's eating grass and everything. Look. Come on. Oh, yeah. I think we should follow Fizzdog now. Come on.
Ah, Woollen Mill. This might be the place where I can get some wool to mend the holes in my poor old woolly, or even get a new woolly. I'll go and have a look. What a lovely place. All this wool in beautiful colours. Got to mind my head. Hello, I'm John.
Hello, I'm Richard.
Nice to meet you. This is a beautiful place you have here.
Well, there's plenty of colours.
There are. I love that blue over there.
Well, there's blues or golds or greens, ivories, greys with glitters in, pieces with other colours in as well.
They're gorgeous. But I'm looking for some wool, you see, because I've got these big holes in my arms, and I thought I might be able to mend them.
Well, I really think you need a new jumper.
I think you're right as well. That's a good idea. But what I wonder about is, how do you make these lovely balls?
Well, they're wound down this way. Do you want to come and have a look?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Now, this is our ball winder. We've got green on there and some blue.
Rosie, what's that machine doing?
It's winding all the wool round and round.
Oh, it's making balls of wool.
So that's how balls of wool are made.
Well, that was a quick piece of winding.
Oh, it's very fast. We do wind a lot on here.
And I like that green. Really nice. I'd love a jumper in that colour.
Right, well, I'll take you to Anne, and she'll design one for you and show you how to knit it.
Lovely, thank you.
White wool,
yellow wool, blue
and green.
The softest wool we've ever seen.
White wool,
yellow wool, blue
and green.
The softest wool we've ever seen.
Hello, Anne.
Hello, John.
I see that you're very busy knitting there, and I've just chosen some wool because I want to knit myself a new woolly, because this one's all in holes. The trouble is that I've forgotten how to knit. It's such a long time since I did it. I wonder if you can show me.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. Now, the thing is to get it in the right place, isn't it? Right, where do I begin?
Put your first needle through the first stitch.
Through the stitch, yes.
Wrap the wool over the needle.
Yes.
Pull the needle back and slip the stitch off.
Slip the stitch. Oh,
That's
I've made
it.
a stitch.
White wool,
yellow wool, blue
and green.
The softest wool we've ever seen.
White wool,
yellow wool, blue
and green.
The softest wool we've ever seen. Cuddly, snuggly, keeps us warm. Then the cold will do no harm.
Oh, Jim! Duck is quacking his quacky song.
Time for home. We stayed too long.
Come on!
Round, needle back through, stitch off the end.
That's
and that's it. Thank you very much. It isn't as hard as I thought it might be. I'll go back to my boat now and practice.
OK.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's great. I bought some lovely wool. I'll get back to the boat now.
I don't think you can really knit, Noggin.
I can.
Can't?
I can.
Can't, because you said you were going to make Fizzgog a jumper.
I have. Look.
That's not a jumper. That's a knitty-knotty dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Jim met a dragon up on a hill, got some wool and went to a mill.
Dragon was a sheep that came round a tree, gave Jim a fright and made him flee.
Jim met a dragon up on a hill, got some wool and went to a mill.
Dragon was a sheep that came round a tree, gave Jim a fright and made him flee.
I can't wait to make a start on knitting my new jumper.
Rosie, quick! He's coming.
I won't start my knitting yet because I've got lots of ideas for my Rosie and Jim story. So now I'll write my story all about Rosie and Jim in my book. One cloudy day, Rosie and Jim were chugging along on the old rag doll right out in the countryside. Jim went up a hill to see what he could see. He went into a little wood. He heard something coming, stamping on the ground. It came round a tree. He saw two curly-whirly horns. He saw two shiny eyes. He saw big sharp teeth. "Help!" shouted Jim. "Help, a dragon!" And he ran for his life all the way down the hill. Rosie put her arms round him and he was safe. "Where's this dragon?" said Rosie. The dragon came out of the wood. It said, "Ba, ba." "It's not a dragon," said Rosie. "It's a sheep." "A sheep," said Jim. There were more sheep coming out of the wood. "Lots of sheep," said Rosie. "They won't eat you. They only eat grass." "I thought it was a dragon," said Jim. "It's covered in fluffy stuff." "Wool," said Rosie. "That's what it is." When they went home, Rosie and Jim knitted warm woolly scarves for themselves. A blue one for Rosie, a green one for Jim.
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a news story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
with Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a sunny day, so I'll start with that. One sunny day. And now I'll draw the river with my two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. It's really breezy today. I'll get my life jacket on and have a look at my book. I'm going to go down the River Avon today, right round the town of Evesham to Hampton. So I'll get the engine started, cast off, and on my way.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
And my book says that when I get further down here, around the Big Bend, I'll come to a bridge, and I've got to go under that. And then I'll come to Hampton Ferry. It's rather an unusual ferry, carries people across the river, and I think that'll give me an idea for a story.
Jim, what's a ferry?
I think he said it's something that takes people across a river.
Oh, well, why don't they walk? Because bridges take people across rivers too, Noggin.
Don't know.
I wonder which arch I should go through. 1, 2, or 3.
A bridge with 1, 2, 3 arches. And I know which one he's going to go through, Rosie. He's going to go through this one on this side.
Fizzpot, we're going to go through that one on that side.
Duck thinks we're going to go through the middle one.
Middle fiddle.
My book says I have to go through the middle arch, because that's where the water's deepest.
Middle fiddle, middle one. Duck was right and we were wrong.
Duck is quacking 1, 2, 3.
Quack, 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 quack.
Thanks, Duck, thanks.
Well done.
Yeah.
Middle, middle, middle. Quack, quack.
Duck is clever,
We love Duck. He will always bring us luck.
Thanks, Duck.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ah, there's the sign. Hampton Ferry. We must be getting close. And my book says that I have to give 3 toots to warn the ferryman that I'm approaching. So,
Rosie is tooting. Come quick. Oh no. Rosie, we're going to crash.
Oh, has he seen the other boat?
No, we're going to crash, Rosie.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, what a fizz pot.
We're going to crash right to the bottom of the river.
Duck, do something. Get him to stop the boat.
Wah, wah, wah. Rosie, have we crashed yet?
No, Fizzlepot. Duck saved us just in time.
Oh, yes. Hey, Duck. Look, there's nothing to worry about now. That man's gone to wind that rope down, down, down out of our way.
Jim, where's the rope gone?
It's gone to the bottom of the river, Rosie.
Oh, Fizzle. So we've just floated over the top of it.
See, that man over there turned the handle round and round.
And it went down and down and down.
Thank you.
Oh, Jim, I see what you mean. That man, well, he's winding the rope up out of the water again.
Rosie!
Jim?
Rosie!
Oh!
Ooh, Rosie,
Yeah?
we're stopping.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, the ferry can only take people and animals across the river. Cars and buses and lorries have to go over the bridge that I came under. Hello, can I come across on your ferry?
Yeah.
Not too heavy, am I?
No.
I'm quite big, you know. Oh, that's it. Hello, I'm John.
Hello, I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you. I'll sit down.
This dog is very heavy, isn't he, Rosie?
Yeah, but he won't sink the boat, Jim. Nope.
How many people can you carry on this ferry?
10.
10 people?
Yeah.
And then it's hard work?
Yeah, very hard.
How does it work, going across?
Pull it across by the rope.
Just pull across?
So that's how it works.
You just pull.
Yeah, pull it right across the river.
I was just wondering, you know, does anybody ever forget to toot and crash into the rope?
Yeah.
What happens then?
They just bounce off it.
They just bounce off?
We tooted just in time.
Yeah. Duck saved us.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
It's a really hot day today, and what I'd really fancy would be a nice ice cream. I can see a place over there. Hello, are you open for ice cream? Well, I'd like something. I'm not quite sure what. Have you got any tubs? Like a tub. Oh, just the thing. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
This is our ferry, Jim.
Yeah. And Rosie, this is Fizz Dog, and he wants to come across on the ferry, please.
No, Fizzgog will be far too heavy, and he will sink the ferry right to the bottom of the river.
He won't sink it to the bottom of the river, will he?
Yeah.
No. He won't, Rosie.
Oh, all right then. Off you go.
Won't sink, will he? No. Told you it wouldn't sink.
Oh, pull, 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 and tug. Fizzgog crossing the ferry. Now he's on the other side, and he will go full merry. Go, Fizzgog.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ferry Lady. There are some dogs want to come across, please, now.
Oh, I wanted to have a rest now. Anyway, 2 dogs will be far too heavy. They will sink the ferry right to the bottom of the river, Jim.
They won't, will they?
Will?
Won't?
Will?
No, they won't. Let's try.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
One dog and two dogs.
Pull, pull, pull and tug. Two ducks across the river. Now they're on the other side. They can go off all merry. Go on, off you go, scamper.
Mrs. Fairy Lady Rosie, there are 3 elephants want to come across now, please.
Oh, no. 3 elephants?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they will definitely sink our ferry to the bottom of the river. They will be far too heavy, Jim.
They won't sink it to the bottom of the river, will they?
They will.
They won't.
They will.
Let's try. Right. 1 elephant. 2 elephants. And 3 elephants.
I told you it was too heavy.
Oh,
Told you?
it sunk right to the bottom of the river.
I know.
He's coming.
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today. One sunny day,
Rosie and Jim were chugging along on their boat when they saw a ferry, a little boat going across the water with a rope to pull it. "That looks fun," said Jim. "I wish we could do that. Perhaps we can." "Of course we can," said Rosie. "We'll use this ice cream tub and my bowl of wool." "All right," said Jim. "Let's try. But how will we get it across the river?" "You see, Noggin," said Rosie. She unrolled the wool. "Whoops! What's that?" said Rosie. It was an elephant. "Hello, elephant. Would you like to play ferries and pull our boat across the water?" said Rosie. "I think she can do it," said Jim. "Elephants like water." The elephant splashed into the river and pulled Rosie and Jim across. "We're going back over the bridge," said Jim. "That was a lovely ride," said Rosie. "Thank you, elephant," said Rosie and Jim. "Thank you. Bye-bye."
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a new story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a cloudy day, so I'll start with that. One cloudy day. And now, I'll draw the river with my two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So, I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now, I'll be on my way.
Life jacket on. I'm on a river today, and it's the River Avon. I'm going along this very bendy bit, all round the town of Evesham, and I want to go right up here and round another big bend till I get to a farm park. And I'm sure I'll get lots of ideas for stories there, so I'll get the engine started and cast off along the way.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
When I get to the park, I hope to see lots of animals.
Jim, did he say we were going to a farm park?
He said we're going to go all the way along the river until we get to a farm park.
Oh, have I got my bag? Because you never know what you might find.
Look out over there and see what you can see.
Oh, OK.
Ah, there's some grass being cut.
What can we see, Rosie?
Grass having a grass cut. Grass having a grass cut. Grass having a grass cut. And that's what we can see.
There's a horse having its hair cut with electric clippers.
What can we see, Jim?
A horse having a haircut. A horse having a haircut. A horse having a haircut. And that's what we can see.
Reminds me, I could do with a trim for my beard.
What can we see, Rosie?
Fizgog needs a beard cut.
Fizgog needs a beard cut.
Fizgog needs a beard cut.
And that's what we can see.
I've been growing some cress to put in my sandwiches. It's doing very nicely. I'll soon be able to cut it with my scissors and have a nice cress sandwich for my tea. Looking forward to that.
What can we see, Jim?
Cress having a cress cut.
Cress having a cress cut.
Wah, wah.
All right, Duck, here you are.
Wah.
The
Cress having a cress cut. And it's very, very yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It's scrummy.
In my tummy.
What's this? Sheep shearing? Demonstration in the large barn. I'd like to see that. They must be going to cut the wool off some sheep.
He's gonna cut some wool off some sheep. Come on, Rosie, follow Fisgog to the sheep.
Oh, wait, what sheep? What sheep?
Hey, look over there.
Oh, those sheep. Jim, they've got curly-whirly coats on.
Yeah, I told you, Rosie, he's going to go where they're going to cut all those curly-whirly coats all off. Bah. All off. Bah, bah, bah.
Oh. Oh, Jim, look. Look at that. That little baby one. He's having a drink from his mum.
Yeah. Hey, and look. That mummy sheep's had her coat all cut off.
Yeah. The baby one's too little to have his coat cut off.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm John.
Oh, hello.
How do you do? May I have a close look?
Yes, sure.
Tell me, why do you shear sheep?
Because during the summer it gets hotter and it's tough on the sheep, so it gets it off.
Oh, so you cut the wool off to keep the sheep nice and cool on a hot day. Does it hurt the sheep at all when it's being shorn?
No, it doesn't.
No? Oh, that's good. It seems quite happy. It's been lying there and quite happy whilst it had its hair cut.
Hey, Jim, she likes it. She's not so hot now.
Yeah. Hey, Rosie, my hair's a bit long. I could do with a short back and sides.
You're not a sheep, Goblin.
I am. Bah, bah, bah.
And what happens to the wool after it's been cut off?
Well, once we finish shearing, we tip it upside down, fold the edges in, and roll it up into a nice tight bundle. Then it's taken away to the mill and spun for carpets or woolly jumpers.
Hey, he's just said that's wool.
What is?
Sheep's hair.
Ah, it's made into woolies?
Yes.
Like the one I've got on. So it's good for me as well. It's good for the sheep.
Yeah.
Good for both of us.
Jim, Fisgog's woolly jumper came from...
Woolly sheep.
I wonder if I could see another one being shorn.
Yes, sure.
You
We'll
got another?
go and get one.
Take this one away.
All right. There you go. Hold up.
Right, Baba. Jim Sheep, I'm going to cut off all your wool.
Oh, no, you're not.
I am. Snippety, snippety, snip.
Bah.
Snippety, snippety, snip.
Bah.
Snippety, snip, snip.
Bah, bah.
Bah, bah, bah.
Bah, bah, bah.
Got you.
Ah, it's off my foot. Oh, no.
Snippety, snippety, snip. The hair fell off with a clip. When your hair grows long,
You sing this song.
snippety, snippety, snip.
It's all chilly without my hair on.
Yeah.
Bah, bah. Quack, quack. Duck is quacking his quacky song.
Time for home.
We've stayed too long.
Come on.
Well, thank you for letting me watch. Goodbye.
If Fisgog grew hair all over his body, then he'd be very funny, and he'd have to go to a farm to have a haircut.
So would you, woolly pot. Look, Rosie, I've made a picture of him.
Gobbin, you've missed off his very long beard.
Oh.
I could stick that on. There. I've got some glue. Here. And I collected some curly-whirly wool. There. There. There's his head and there's his big beard. Fisgog's coming.
We've played too long.
Come on.
What are you
you doing with my crest duck? Ah, lovely. Lovely crest sandwich, just what I need. Oh dear, my whiskers are getting mixed up with the crest. Not very nice. I think I'll have to give them a trim. I feel like a sheep eating all this green stuff. Got a mirror over here. That's what I need. I'll pop that one up there on the knob. Better spread the cloth out to catch the bits. Now then, let's have a good flip. You know, whiskers grow just like hair, except they're on their face. Well, you wouldn't like to be eating your own hair, would you? Not very comfortable. That's better. I'll be able to eat my sandwiches now without biting my whiskers. That gives me an idea for a story all about Rosie and Jim and the things they could have got up to if they could come to life. So now I'll write my story all about Rosie and Jim in my book. One cloudy day, Rosie and Jim were chugging along on the old rag doll when they came to a farm. They saw a little bridge over a stream. They were just going to cross it when a great hairy troll jumped out at them. "Get off my bridge," he shouted, "or I'll gobble you up." "Oh," said Rosie, "what a noggin." So they went back to the farm. The sheep were being sheared. "I know what to do," said Jim. Jim put some wool over him. "Ba, ba," said Jim. "Oh, you clever noggin," said Rosie. "Is there one to fit me?" Rosie wrapped a fleece round herself. Rosie sheep and Jim sheep crept up to the troll's bridge. The troll jumped out. "Get off my bridge," shouted the troll. "No rag dolls on my bridge." "Ba, ba," said Ragdoll Rosie sheep. "Ba, ba," said Ragdoll Jim sheep. "Are you real sheep?" said the troll. "Ba," said Rosie and Jim. "Then you may cross my bridge," said the troll. Rosie and Jim crossed the troll's bridge. They left the wool for the farmer to collect and went home for their tea.
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a news story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.
Jim!
Rosie!
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our games. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat just now, but that's not my real job. My real job is writing books. Books for children just like you. I'm writing a new book just now, all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for stories about them from the things I see as I travel along on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? It's a cloudy day, so I'll start with that. 1, cloudy day, and then I'll draw the river with my two blue pens like this. And I'll put this picture of the boat on my drawing to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. Get my life jacket on. Oh dear, I seem to be stuck on the mud. Oh, so that's how mud gets into the river for boats to get stuck on. Oh, it goes deep there. I wonder why. That's better. I'll be able to get off now.
Thanks, Duck. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
Let's see.
I remember digging in all that mud and making mud pies when I was a boy. Oh, I used to love it, all that squishy, squashy mud.
Rosie?
Yeah?
They're making lots of lovely mud pies.
Oh, yeah. Jim, we could do some digging.
Digging?
Yeah. Got my spade.
Dig. Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig.
My goodness, that's hard work, digging the garden. Hello.
Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig. Dig it up and put it in. Diggity, diggity, dig. Rosie?
Yeah?
Look. He is digging as well.
Yeah. He's a bigger digger.
Yeah, a bigger digger.
Ah, that's an easy way to do your digging. Get a machine to do all the work.
Rosie, that is an even bigger digger.
Yeah, even bigger than the others.
Yeah. Rosie?
Yeah?
A bigger digger.
A bigger digger.
Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig. Dig it up and put it in. Diggity, diggity, dig.
What on earth is that?
What is that thing?
I don't know, nothing, but it's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, very, very noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it must be a dredger. It looks to be digging mud out of the bottom of the river.
Rosie?
Yeah?
This time it's a great big digger.
Yeah, and he said it was digging the bottom of the river.
Rosie?
Yeah?
He said it's called a...
Dredger! Yeah.
I think I'll ask if I can have a look. Hello! Hello there. That's an unusual boat you've got there. Yes, it's a dredger. Would you like to come aboard? Thank you very much. I'll just find somewhere to stop and I'll come and join you. Thank you.
Rosie, he's going to see the great big digger.
Yeah! Diggity, diggity, dig.
Dig, dig, dig.
Hello. Hello.
How do you
Welcome
do?
aboard. Thank you very much for asking me. I suppose it's a great big digger, really, isn't it?
Well, actually, it's a dredger, which we use to dig out the bottom of the river to make it deeper.
I see, yeah, yeah.
Would you like me to show you around?
I'd love to have a look round.
OK, follow me then.
Thank you.
I'd like a dredger. What would I use as my dredger? Oh! This could be my dredger. Jim, this is our dredger, and it's gonna dig the bottom of the river. Jim?
These are the buckets, John. They go round and round, digging the mud off the bottom of the river and taking it up to the top of the dredger and dropping it into the chute.
I see. I can see there's lots of mud going up, isn't there?
That's right.
Water's filling out.
That's all the mud it's digging from the bottom.
I see.
This is where the mud comes out of the buckets into the hopper barge.
I'd like a hopper. I wonder what I could use if I wanted a hopper. What could I use? Oh! I could use this as my hopper. Pop it there. Right, there. Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig. Dig it up and put it in. Diggity, diggity, dig.
So why do you have to dig the mud out of the river?
Well, we have to dig it out to deepen the river so that boats can get past.
Oh, I see, so they don't get stuck.
They don't get stuck.
I see, yeah.
I'd like a boat. Oh, this is handy. There, in you go. Move my dredger out of the way. Right, here we go. Oh no, my boat's stuck. Now it will have to stay there forever. Huh?
Oh, so that's why you have to keep dredging, is it?
Yes, we have to keep dredging, otherwise the river will get too shallow.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I know. It's because the water is too shallow. Get my boat out of the way. There. And I can dredge it with my dredger. Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig. Dig it up and put it in. Diggity, diggity, dig. Wait a minute, boat. You can go through in a minute. Right, there. There, let's come back. Let's try again. Right. Splosh, splosh. Gooey mud.
But where does it all come from?
Well, mostly it's brought down with the floods when we get heavy rain.
Oh, from the land at the side of the river?
Yes.
Jim! It's you, you naughty noggin! Did you do that all the time?
Sorry, Rosie.
Oh, noggin! Why don't you help me?
Oh, all right then, Rosie.
Come on then, let's do the song.
Right.
Diggity, diggity, dig. Diggity, diggity, dig.
Dig it up and put it in. Diggity, diggity, dig.
Oh!
Rosie, you noggin.
Look at all that lovely mud. I bet you could make a lot of mud pies with that, couldn't you?
You certainly could.
Rosie?
Yeah?
Let's make fish dog mud pies.
Yes, come on.
Come on.
Mud pies, mud pies.
Rosie?
Yeah?
Let's make some more mud pies for fish dog.
Yeah, 'cause I've got lots of flowers over here.
Yeah, and I got lots more water in here, Rosie.
Yeah.
Splash, splash.
Mud, dig up mud, gooey, sticky, sloshy mud.
Mud, dig up mud, slishy, slosh. Oh, sorry, Rosie. Slippity, slosh. Gooey mud.
What's happening now?
Well, the tugboat now is taking the hopper away to be emptied.
Oh, I see. They take it down the river and empty it.
That's right, yes.
And then they bring an empty one
Then
back
they'll
to
bring
fill
the
up
empty
again.
one back up.
I see.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for showing me around.
Been a pleasure.
Really interesting. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Duck, we've made a nice mud pie for fish dog.
Yeah, it's all sticky and gooey.
Rosie, quick!
Oh, what lovely mud pies. A bit messy on my nice clean boat, though. That's given me an idea for a story. Now I'm going to write a story all about Rosie and Jim and what they might have got up to if they could have come to life today. One cloudy day, Jim said, "Look, there's a boat digging water." "Oh, noggin," said Rosie, "you can't dig water." "Well, it must be digging something at the bottom of the water," said Jim. "What is at the bottom of the water?" said Rosie. "I don't know," said Jim. The boat went bump and stopped. "We're stuck," said Rosie. "On something hard," said Jim. "At the bottom of the water," said Rosie. Rosie and Jim jumped ashore. "Look," said Jim. At the side of the canal, there was a big round thing. Jim pulled it out. "Whoa, noggin," said Rosie. Water came swooshing out. All the water ran out of the canal. There was the rag doll and the dredger sitting on the bottom. The men came and dug rubbish out of the bottom of the canal. "That's what's at the bottom," said Jim, "and it made our boat stop." "We just need some more water now," said Rosie.
Rosie.
Jim.
Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a news story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. The end.